Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our MLG Week 6 battle against just Kurt and his, I almost said Walt Disney Landers, but Porter's Hurtiers in this league. I'm very excited to play Kurt. If you guys don't know, Kurt's one of my best friends over here on Discord. I love the dude to death. He makes great content as well, so if you want to go check him out for some great energy, some great high quality gameplay, definitely go do so. But I want my revenge on Kurt. Last time we played, we won and he hacks the shit out of me. So I really want to beat him this week. And if we do, I think it'll clinch us playoffs because the MLG is only 7 weeks. And we are 3-2 currently. So I believe 4 wins should all but secure us with how good our differential is. So provided we win this week, we're in a pretty good spot going forward. If you guys do enjoy today's battle, be sure to drop a like as well as a sub to the channel. We're on our way to 1,000. We're getting pretty darn close to it. We've been shooting up the last month or so. And I really appreciate the support. I would love to get to 1,000 before Scarlet and Violet. And yeah, that being said, let's do it. So I have Kurt's team right above me right here. You can see his team consists of Tornadus, Therian, his favorite Pokemon, Slowbro, Mega Charizard X, Snorlax, I almost said Slowbro again, Gardevoir, Stunfisk, Drapion, Superior, Crustle, and a Dynamax Farfetch. Terrifying stuff, but I will say, our matchup is pretty damn good. In particular, if you look at the first two Pokemon in our builder, Kurt does not have good defensive counterplay for them, especially our Choice Band Urshifu right here. We're rocking with only stabs, because if you look at Kurt's team, he doesn't have a fairy that resists dark. This is why we don't draft Gardevoir as our fairy type, ladies and gentlemen. But Urshifu's looking to, really put in a lot of work. We have other Scarfers to be able to outpace his faster threats, like especially the Torn. Everything else, I can either guarantee live a hit from, or I'm faster than, and I just absolutely nuke with Wicked Blow. I could just click with Wicked Blow the entire game. His resist is Drapion, which is not a very good resist, and that means that opens up things like my Gengar for later on, which is really nice. I don't even think Drapion's the best Pokemon in the world versus me in general. So yeah, we just kind of click Wicked Blow the entire game, and there's not really much that Kurt can do in particular to stop us from doing so. I believe we are just creeping a max speed Drapion in case he wants to get cheeky and just be maxed to catch us off guard. I can't get Adamant even if I aggressively creep him anyways, so I didn't bother doing so, obviously. But yeah, that is going to be our Urshifu. Next up, the second of 2 phenomenal breakers in Delibird. Rocking for Life Orb. Hustle has its ability Brave Bird, Ice Punch, T-Bomb, and Ice Shard. And if you did forget or you haven't seen any of our MLG videos up to this point, MLG has a clause called Wombo Clause, which allows our 1-point Pokemon to Dynamax. And Delibird is one of the best abusers with Hustle in Life Orb. This thing actually 2-hit kills the entirety of his team. Yes, including Slowbro. Max Airstream into Max Overgrowth does kill that thing, which is insane to really think about, especially if it has any chip on it. But even then, most of the time we should 2-hit KO it, provided it's not like leftover or something. And I expect like Colbur Body Press to come personally, so I think that's really nice. This thing can kind of come in if we position it correctly, get a speed boost, and blow through his team. And even outside of our Dynamax, once we get up to that plus speed, once we start boosting our speed, Hustle makes that base 55 attacks that pretty damn scary, which I think is really cool. We have Ice Shard in case we need to pick off things like Torn or Weakened Zard, which I think is also really clutch, or even like a Superior, which again, very important. And yeah, this thing's just here to break. We have to kind of position it carefully, but it does well. Next up, we have our Melmetal, rocking out with the leftovers, Double Iron Bash, Toxic Earthquake, and Protect. We were pretty close to running like a full special Melmetal this week, I will not lie, but I really like the Double Iron Bash damage output against everything not named Slowbro, to be completely honest. He doesn't switch into it very well otherwise. If I can catch that thing with a Toxic and then Protect, I'm in a good spot. I have Earthquake for the Stunfisk, as Thunder Punch really doesn't break through Bro very well anyways. I mean, I guess it could with Toxic, but even then it can just regen out. I'd rather kind of take the passive turns that Bro is coming in on Melmetal, and get into things like my Rotom or my Gengar or my Urshifu and things like that, I suppose. I don't need my Melmetal to beat that thing 1v1, if that makes any sense. So that's why we're rocking with the set we are. We're decently finesse, so we can take hits from Torn and Gardevoir, especially because Gardevoir is kind of scary for us to switch into in certain instances. But yeah. Oh, and Superior, great Superior check as well. Subsets aren't going to do very well against a Double Iron Bash. Another reason why we still end up going physical over a special or mixed set. But yeah, that's going to be Melmetal. Next up, we have a Choice Scarf Rotom, basically giving me very good speed control and allowing me to have something that outpaces Torn, because offensive Nasty Plot Torn is very scary versus my team. And we can obviously outspeed and hit that thing hard with a Thunderbolt or Volt Switch out and then come back and revenge it afterwards, or just get good momentum. His ground type is Stunfisk, which doesn't really appreciate switching into Rotom. Realistically, his best switch-in is a Mega Zard or a Superior, which again, those things just pay free Volt switches into my checks and things like that. And if I can get into those things for free, opposed to having to switch in on them, that's amazing for me. So I'll definitely take it. We have Trick for things like Lax or Slowbro, in case they start setting up and getting out of hand. We can kind of cripple them with that instead of having like foul play for the Zard, because if it gets the +1 anyway, it's just gonna nuke me anyway, so I didn't really think it was super valuable, and I'd rather get out of there immediately anyways. I'm not gonna stay in and let it set up on me, if that makes any sense. So yep, that's gonna be Rotom. Next up, we have a physically mixed defense Regirock with Shukaberry, Rock Slide, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Toxic. This thing's gonna serve as our main Torn pivot. It's going to serve as our main check to the Zard as well, which I think is really, really important. That's why we're Rest Sleep Talk on this set. It can spread Toxics on a ton of things. Kurt doesn't actually have a Steel type, so Toxic is very free because this is also our check to Drapion, because we can rest up on that thing very easy unless it's a Taunt variant. Even then, we still probably beat a 1v1 with just Rock Slides and being, you know, Adamant, decent invest and things like that. I believe the Adamant is actually like 2-hit KO bulky Zard, guaranteed with Rock Slide, which is something that Kurt really, really likes. And also being Rest Sleep Talk covers it being like Willow Zard, like Willow DD, which typically might be able to beat us if we weren't like a status variant before, but you know, I don't think he's going to bring that. I think he might, if anything, just be like an SD or DD Zard in general, just because it does very well offensively if he can push through this thing. But yeah, this thing shook us, obviously, to take like EQs from Zard. It covers Belly Drum Zard. We level +6 EQ after Rocks, which is important. And yeah, then lastly, we have a pretty fun set in our Gengar, rocking off the Black Sludge, Curse Body's ability, Sludge, Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Bomb, and Disable. We originally had Nasty Plot over Will-O-Wisp on the set, but just in case Drapion does end up coming, I want a way to kind of cripple that thing and wear it down. But the idea behind it, especially with Lax, if Lax is his pivot, he wants to come in on a Sludge Bomb. If he's not immunity, he gets poisoned, or if he is immunity and I can Will-O-Wisp him afterwards. Between Sub, Disable, with you know, him probably only having one way of hitting my Gengar, and then our attacking moves, we should be able to whittle him down pretty considerably unless he's Rest Talk, and I think that'd be a pretty passive Snorlax set in this matchup in particular. I think like an AV offensive set is actually kind of annoying for us to switch into over the course of the game with like EQ. But I guess even then he would probably have 2 moves to hit me, so I guess it kind of is contingent on him not being Rest Talk. But yeah, regardless, it allows us to kind of scout that thing and see what it wants to hit us with. Even then, if it has like one main wave hitting us, the other ways aren't going to really be doing too much damage, which is nice. And it definitely covers like a Drapion if it's not covering EQ or things like that. So I think that's pretty fun. We can also disable like it from going from curses if that gets really, really out of hand. But yeah, that's going to be Gengar. That's going to be the team. I'll be right back with the battle. Alrighty guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with Kurt. I say connected like it's Wi-Fi. We have accepted the challenge from Kurt. No Farfetch, which means we don't have to worry about that, which is pretty cool. I know he's doing his probably long-winded intro right now, which not excited for, but yeah, what are we thinking the lead is from Kurt? I know that in general. Oh wow, there's no immunity to my Rotom. I feel like a Rotom's actually a very safe lead. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Alright, and you can see we have degenerate goons joining the chat, unfortunately, which will always be fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna lead Rotom. It seems very free against like a Torn lead, a Slowbro lead, something of the sorts. And I can kind of volt around and deal with him that way. Yeah, we'll go from there. Hacker for 27k, true. Okay. Hurry up, Kurt. I don't want a timer, Kurt, because I love Kurt. But he takes so long. In everything. Hey, everybody in the chat, tell Kurt to hurry up or everyone's gonna timer him. You two have this. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's click on this link. That's not me! Tony! What are you doing? It's because you did... Wait, this is the channel C because he did /C. Oh, Tony. Cool, so we're gonna lead, and we're gonna go ahead and Volt Switch. And I think I'm going to get out into my Melmetal, as he is going to Toxic. I will take that. I'm gonna Toxic myself. We're both gonna miss Toxics, but mine mattered a little bit more. Okay. I don't like you. I really don't like you for that. This seems really annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and Toxic this thing. Wow! That sucked! It's a very weird, like, method of going with your SERP. I'm like, and why is SERP here? I don't understand. I guess it's like, it was like an anti-lead, for my Delibird. Holy fuck, Kurt. Okay. Yeah, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna go into my road. I'm gonna Volt. Yeah, I'll just Volt around. I'll get into something that can do a little bit of damage. We're gonna Willow. Why the fuck aren't you switching, dude? What if I'm Scarf? What is this, Kurt? I don't understand the way he's playing. I love you, Kurt. I have no idea what you're doing right now. I have no idea what the fuck he's doing right now. This shit is insane to me. I genuinely do not understand what's happening. And I'm unbelievably tilted about it. Cool. Nice confusion. Holy shit, dude. This is quite literally insane. If Kurt gives me this game somehow, he needs to go to prison. With how this early game has gone. I'm gonna hit myself. What in the world is happening? What is Kurt's luck versus me? I like genuinely don't know what to say. I'm gonna sack this. Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. I genuinely do not get it. I'm gonna Volt. He's gonna go into this thing. Based on my Volt damage, let's see if we can bring this back a little bit. Into Snorlax. About 14, he's pretty darn spadef. So if I go Delibird and I Dynamax Airstream, is unfortunately not enough. I think from here I'll U-turn. He's gonna go Crustle. He's Rocky Helmet Crustle. I'm just gonna double Iron Bash. If he wants to stay and give me this, whatever. I'll take it. If he wants to give me this, I'll take it. Goodness gracious, dude. This was like fucking crazy. I don't know, man. This has been a very interesting game. Genuinely no clue what his game plan is. Like, what end game is he going for with the way he is played? That does a ridiculous amount. We're gonna go into a Regirock. We got a Rest Talk. And if we get a Toxic off on this thing, we're fine. Alright. So, we're gonna Toxic. Dude, I don't care. I'm Rest. At this point, I feel like that's pretty nice for me, if anything. I'm just gonna Rock Slide. He's gonna go Slowbro. I'm gonna Toxic here. And then Rest. I want a Toxic on this thing. Because Toxic plus Max Airstream puts him in range of Max Seed Bomb. The fuck are you? You Lum Recycle? Lum Recycle. What is this team, brother? I'm gonna Sleep Talk once. No? Okay. Because, like, I really don't want to... I'm gonna go Rotom here. I really don't want to go in on a Flamethrower and just be fucked. Okay, from here, we will Volt Switch, and Volt into Lax actually puts it in range guaranteed. Not guaranteed. Pretty likely, at least. We will max Airstream. We're gonna break through a little bit. We're gonna break through a little bit. At least we're gonna try to. Goodness gracious, dude. This early game tilted me to no ends. Holy shit, dude. That's superior. Maybe you want to find the nearest child and kick him as far as I could. As far as I humanly could. We're gonna max Airstream here. And we are very likely to just, like, nuke this thing. Max Airstream into a Slowbro. Into max Overgrowth should kill. Go for max Airstorm here. Or Hailstorm. So we get a little bit of Hail Chip on things. Down that guy goes. We kill the Zard, which is also clutch. I'll come Slowbro. I'm going to Seed Bomb. Into Urshifu, which gives me a Wicked Blow. Which is great. Phenomenal, in fact. Wicked Blow should give me a kill here. So it's a matter of what he wants to give me. Let's check Urshifu. To a Slowbro, I Oko this, but I want to see to a Snorlax. It looks like I kill this thing too. Cool. I'm gonna sack off Melmetal. I don't need it anymore. Oh, man. I'm going to Double Iron Bash. He's gonna Heat Wave. Going to Rotom. A Volt Switch. Go Regirock. Rock Slide. There you go. Rotom. I Volt Switch. I knock this thing out and we win. GG. Okay. That was absolutely terrifying, that early game, and I'm sorry for the tilt, Kurt, but good lord. I have no idea what's happening. I'll have to talk to him after the game. I love Kurt. He's a great player. He had a pretty bad matchup here, so maybe his plan was just like, really catch me off guard with how he played the early game, because I am flabbergasted at the early game. But we won, and I'll take it. I'm pretty sure that confirms this playoffs. That's our 4th win out of 7 weeks, so 4-3 at worst is really good. Delibird and Urshifu were able to put in the work, baby, which is great. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like. If you enjoyed, drop a sub. I'll see you guys next one. Later.